Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Jessie Kamchocho Banda, Director of Finance.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Nathan Katupsha. I am the District Planning Officer, Chiluvi Town Council. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Lai Duduna Nzaruka. I'm the internal auditor.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mumbat Senga, Director of Works from Chiluvi Town Council.
Thank you very much, honorable members. Honorable Sumamba.
Chair, thank you very much. And the Chiluvi Town Council, you are most welcome to your committee. And Happy New Year. On a lighter note, maybe I've brought us some fish. I'm Honorable Smumba Lucas, Member of Parliament for Nakonde. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. Afternoon once again, morning, and permanent witnesses. Good morning, Chiluvi.
Good afternoon.
Is it afternoon already?
Afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, Chiluvi. Thanks for all that. Mishek Mtetwa Nyambose, representing the special people of Chasefu constituency in Eastern Province and a member of this committee. Welcome once again.
Good afternoon, Chiluvi Council. My name is Elliot Kamondo, Member of Parliament for Mufumbwe and a member of this committee. You are welcome to this committee.
Good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon, permanent witnesses, and Chiluvi, welcome to your committee. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Area Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency, Petauke District of the Eastern Province. Thank you.
Mr. Mohan, thank you. Chiluvi, my name is Mulunda Darius. I'm a Member of Parliament for Siavonga constituency, and I'm the chairperson for the committee appearing before this afternoon. Under Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, Council Secretary, members of Parliament enjoy the immunity in the House, and the same immunity is extended to you and conferred on you when you appear before any parliamentary committee, that whatever you say during our deliberations will not be used against you in any courts of law. However, if you choose to mislead this committee, the same Cap 12 will be used against you, but I have no doubt in my mind that you do that. What I know is that you do give us factual information, the information that will help us, generate a very good report. With that, now, Council Secretary, I would like to invite you to make your submission, but I have also observed something the committee has observed. What is the procurement officer?
Unfortunately, the procurement officer is indisposed, Chair.
Okay. All right. Okay. I invite you to make a submission with further guidance that you read the query and then go to your management response. Then you go to the action that you have taken, and then the remedy that you are offering. So in that fashion, you may continue.
Thank you very much, Chair. Before I present my report, let me just apologize, Chair, for not tagging the appendices. And also, Chair, that Appendix 8 and Appendix 10 were resolved, but we have seen that they are back. Appendix 8 is on failure to disperse soft loans, and the Appendix 10 is missing payment vouchers. Chair, with those submissions, let me go to Item 1, Chair, supply and installation of step-down transformer. Chair, cause of query. Chiluvi Town Council acknowledges the findings of the Auditor General and wishes to report that the supplier was paid in full, but the transformer has not been supplied. As at 30th September, full payment was made to ZESCO, and the transformer has not been supplied and installed along with the associated services. ZESCO is to install the step-down transformer. Chair, action taken. Chiluvi Town Council has made follow-ups with the suppliers to when the transformer will be supplied. The response from ZESCO is that the step-down transformer has been delivered in Zambia, awaiting transportation to the island. Further, ZESCO has indicated that they have engaged postboat to ferry the step-down transformer as soon as they pay for the cost of transportation. Chair, for the same, there is an appendix, which is Appendix 1. Remedial measure. Chair, Chiluvi Town Council will intensify reminding ZESCO to deliver the transformer to Chiluvi in the shortest possible time. Item 2, Chair, is the youth, women and community empowerment and authorized projects. Chair, 19 organized groups have used funds amounting to 562,692 on projects that were not endorsed by the CDF committee. The cause of query, Chair, is that the Chiluvi Town Council acknowledges the finding of the Auditor General. 19 groups have used funds on projects not approved by the CDF committee amounting to 562,692 kwacha. Action taken, Chair. Chiluvi Town Council has requested all beneficiaries who changed projects to prepare revised business proposals and submit them to the Constituency Development Fund Committee for approval. That can be seen on Appendix 2, Chair. Remedial measure. Chiluvi Town Council will continue to sensitize the community on the CDF guidelines on sticking to the approved projects. B, failure to prepare consolidated risks grants. Cause of query, Chair. Chiluvi Town Council wishes to acknowledge the findings of the Auditor General on failure to prepare consolidated lists for grant applications by WDCs. This query, Chair, arose as a result of community members submitting application forms individually to Council. Chair, action taken. Chiluvi Town Council resensitized WDCs in 2023 on how to submit applications for community projects, skills development, grants and loans sufficiently and correctly. It is therefore anticipated that a substantial number of challenges experienced in 2022 as regards submission of CDF application forms will be avoided, Chair. This can be seen on Appendix 3. Chair, remedial measure. Chiluvi Town Council will ensure that WDCs continue to prepare consolidated lists as indicated in the CDF guidelines of 2022 to avoid such from happening in future. 3, Chair, secondary school, boarding and skills development. Chair, our response to is that the Council acknowledges the findings of the Auditor General and wish to report that records indicating that the 12 students had applied for sponsorship were not available, making the award of the bursaries questionable. The local authority was already supporting students from Chiluvi Nursing School using the 1,600,000 kwacha CDF allocation before the CDF Bursary guidelines were introduced in 2022, Chair. The constituency office was receiving and screening all applications for the vulnerable candidates, and the local authority would just be given a list and invoice to make payments. Chair, action taken. Chilubi Town Council has requested that the constituency office to submit bursary application forms for the 12 students. Chair, that can be referred to Appendix 4. Remedial measure, Chair, Chilubi Town Council will ensure that the 2022 CDF guidelines are adhered to when receiving and selecting applications for bursaries. B, Chair, failure to prepare consolidated list bursaries. Chair, cause of the query, Chilubi Town Council wishes to acknowledge the findings of the Auditor General on failure to prepare consolidated lists for bursary applications by WDCs. This query, Chair, arose as a result of community members submitting application forms individually to councils. Chair, action taken. Council resensitizes WDCs on how to submit applications for community projects, grants, loans, bursaries, and skills development sufficiently. It is therefore anticipated that a substantial number of challenges experienced will be addressed, Chair. There is an appendix attached to that. Chair, remedial measure, Chilubi Town Council will ensure that the WDCs prepare consolidated lists as indicated in the CDF guidelines to avoid such from happening. Number 3, Chair, administrative costs, irregular cash withdrawals. Chair, cause of the query, the Council acknowledges the finding of the Auditor General on their findings on the amount of 388,451 drawn as interest to facilitate payments of daily subsistence allowance and fuel allowances and paid to 40 officers instead of paying directly into the beneficiary's account due to non-availability of an effective banking service on the island. Chair, action taken. The Council, sir, wishes to report that it has stopped paying in cash, and communication in terms of an internal memo has been issued to all employees and finance department not to draw cash for payment of subsistence allowance, fuel refunds, or any other allowances, as these should be paid directly into the beneficiary account through bank transfers and checks. Additionally, management has ensured that all funds were acquitted. Chair, this can be referred to Appendix 6. Remedial measure, Chair, Chilubi Town Council will always adhere to the Ministry of Finance, Treasury, and Finance Management Circular number 1 of 2020. The Public Finance Management Act of 2018. Chair, B, cross-cutting audit findings. Appendix 1, Chair, is budget performance. Cause of query, Chair. Apologies. Management response, Chair, is that we are acknowledging the findings of the Auditor General. The cause of the query of the variance of 1,960,089 kwacha. These are funds which were deducted from the source, Chair, for the purpose of purchasing of CDF vehicles. That is the project monitoring vehicle and the police vehicle, Chair. Interest 260,218 kwacha, Chair. This is an interest earned on CDF account, revolving and main account, and it has been remitted to Bank of Zambia, Chair. The balance, Chair, 2,406 kwacha, 139 kwacha. This is balance inclusive of the 1,600,000 kwacha from CDF 2021 and the 806,000, Chair, 139 from CDF 2020 on ongoing projects. Unspent funds, Chair, this is a result of community-based projects that there was late approval of CDF 2022, and the projects were being cleared on the 22nd December 2020, Chair. Bursary's secondary school and skills development, Chair, this was a result of low turnout by students and the pupils. Chair, soft loan. The management was waiting for guidance from the ministry on loan disbursement. Disaster contingent, Chair, the same reason is on community-based projects, Chair. Action taken, Chair. Management has since implemented the projects. Chair, you can refer to the table below, Chair. Chair, indeed, remedial measures, management to ensure that the constituency development committees are held on time. Chair, Appendix 2, failure to spend. Chair, cause of query, late CDF 2022 approval, and the projects were cleared on 22nd December 2022. Action taken, Chair. Management has implemented the projects and all the funds are committed, Chair. See Appendix 9, Chair. Remedial measure, Chair, management will continue to engage the ministry so that they approve projects on time. Chair, Appendix 8, this is the item I said was resolved, but has come again. Chair, I will proceed to item Appendix 9.2. Chair, cause of query on Bursary's secondary school boarding and skills development failure to report. Management acknowledges the findings of the Auditor General for failure to report on students. Chair, this was due to low turnout by students who claimed that they did not have transport money and upkeep, as schools did not provide meals. Action taken, Chair. Management wishes to report that the council paid for students that reported, and the council will continue sensitizing further. The council also extended the deadline for receiving applications from applicants, Chair. Chair, a major measure, council will work with departments of social welfare and community development in sensitizing community members on the availability of skills development. Chair, Appendix 10, missing paying voucher, this matter, Chair, was resolved, but it's back again. Chair, I end my report. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Dr. Mwanza, Honorable Nyambose.
Thank you, Chair. I refer the committee to the first page. Supply and installation of a step-down transformer. Council engaged ZESCO to supply 2 step-down transformers on 20th of October in 2021. Council paid 100%, on the 20th of April, they paid a sum of 178,851 kwacha. And then on the 20th of October of 2022, Council paid 291,406. The evidence is on Appendix 1. Appendix 1 is a letter from the from Council to remind ZESCO for delayment of installation of 2 step-down transformers. And these payments, the first payment 178,857, and the second payment 291,416. This is the background as read from the report. My questions are: what were the payment conditions stated in the contract between ZESCO and the council? Your contract that you signed between council and the ZESCO, did it require to pay upfront 100%, or and is that agreement available for for review? The second question is, regardless of the answer on the payment terms on the contract, Council paid on 20th of April in 2021 178,857 without a service being delivered 1 year and a half down the line. ZESCO paid again 291,406. So the payments, I was expecting to see them on Appendix 9B. 9B. The first page is showing allocation of project status 2021. So in 2021, there's the first project supplying an installation of step-down transformer at Chivula School, additional fund, 291,416 is correctly reflected. But the 178,857, I cannot see this payment. The acquittal is not in this. Maybe you can answer those questions.
Council Secretary.
Thank you, Chair. Before my Director Works come in, Chair, this was an undertaking on the supply of this transformer on the island to Chivula Primary School. And as you're aware, Chair, that ZESCO is we're in the same boat that the parastatal. We indeed paid the whole sum, believing that the transformer will be delivered in a good time. We made a follow-up as management to the area manager in Mansa. You know, they have these structures in ZESCO, the area manager in Mansa, the regional manager in Kasama, then the divisional director in Ndola, then head office. So all these bureaucracies delayed to the delivery of the transformer. However, Chair, the transformer has been delivered to Zambia en route to the island, and the Zampost boat has been hired. They charged ZESCO about 25,000, but unfortunately the boat broke down, Chair. The one engine has been taken to Ndola. With your permission, Chair, maybe Director Works.
Director Works.
Thank you, Chair. The paying condition was Chirui Town Council needed to pay 100%, the full payment. And we paid all the amounts, and we had 2 payments that we did. The other one was for the Montel, which was coming under the operation. I'm sure that's the 178. Then this one is appearing here because this one is for CDF, the 291,000 kwacha. Thank you, Chair.
Director of Works, are you responding to these questions they're asking? And now, just before my colleague comes in, you paid the full amount. Is that the standard? Is that what we're supposed to do? To pay the full amount? And do you have the contract there, the contract agreement with LESCO? Because when you pay the full amount and then it happens the way it has happened, now we are saying the boat, the engine is not okay, and at the same time you have paid all the amount. Do you have the contract?
No, Chairperson.
So you don't have the contract, you don't have the conditions. There are no conditions of the contract. They can do it anytime. Honorable Nyambose.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thanks, yes, for that presentation. Chair, this is worrying. Public resources that are paid without a contract, and I got worried when the council secretary was saying these are federal parastatal.
Yeah, no, that should not be like that.
We don't operate like that. When you are administering public resources, it's on terms and conditions. And this is CDF money you are using, whether CDF or operation, you are supposed to enter into a contract of agreement. It's a project. From 2021, Chair, a step-down generator transformer is not delivered. And we hear it's in Zambia. I want to ask first question, where is the proof that this transformer is now in Zambia? And is Zambia the destination for the said transformer? What is it doing in Zambia and not in Chilubi? Then, Chair, the timelines are too long. Why didn't you terminate this contract with ZESCO and procure from private suppliers? Chair, for your information, we have private suppliers who are supplying these transformers. I'm one of them. I bought direct from a private supplier a transformer for my place, and it's working very well. ZESCO came to certify. Why haven't you terminated this contract than depriving the people of Chilubi Island who need this service from 2021, and you are still engaging and entertaining them? Why have you done that? And at this time, Chair, value for money is not the same. Now we are hearing that ZESCO will be paying 25,000 kwacha for transportation of one transformer. The other transformer is coming from the operations, and I'm sure they will be appearing before the same committee. This transformer from operations accounts has not reached Zambia itself. When is it going to reach Zambia? So why has the council been so kind to ZESCO, which is not kind to the council by not providing this transformer from 2021 to date? And lastly, Chair, the transformer in question is costing 291,000, correct? One transformer, 291,416, 90 kwacha. Chair, I'm not comfortable. It's not a monopoly, but you cannot, whatever is, if it's a three-phase, the cost is high. I submit, Chair.
On the same, please take note of the questions.
When you go to Appendix 9B, where you are giving actually the progress status. I am failing to understand actually where you have given us the progress at 10%. What is this 10%, even when the transformer has not moved even an inch to Chirubi? What did you mean? Maybe just a point of clarification.
Council Secretary.
Thank you very much, Chair. The concern of the Honorable Committee is also our concern. Several visits to ZESCO offices, I think, have yielded very little results. As you are aware, Chair, that we are a remote district, and ZESCO has got a monopoly of these electricity services. The same transformer at Zambia, for those that have been to Zambia, that's a gateway into the island through Lake Bangweulu. And the only mode of transport, Chair, is the post boat, Lucherenganga, and some other small boats. As council, we've got one speed boat, but the only boat that has got capacity to carry the same is the industrial post boat. Hence, the former being at Zambia on its route to the island. From the island, from Zambia to the island, it's about 100 kilometers, and the post boat takes about 7 hours to traverse onto the island, Chair. Indeed, there's been a delay, and we are worried. But eventually, I think ZESCO will deliver the same transformer. Maybe the other part I can leave to my director, sir.
Director who?
Thank you, Chair. Concerning the report, the 10%, ZESCO, they delivered the pause, and they have elected this pause. Besides that, what they have done also, they have put those overhead, is it electrical wires?
Overhead cables.
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable. Yes, okay.
On the items that were delivered, do you have the goods received note?
Director, do you have that? Council Secretary?
Yes, Chair. The goods received notes are there, Chair.
Do you have them here?
Not really, but at the office.
Yeah, you know, Council Secretary, this is worrying, like my colleague has put it. One, it has delayed. Two, we don't have documentation to actually prove that this thing is now at this point and is at this point. And even the fact that the boat or the engine is not working. So we're just getting, because those are not what you submitted. We're just getting from you. And at the end of the day, we'll remain in suspense. Honorable Nyambosa and then Honorable Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. The way we feel as a committee, I see it's not the way you feel. You are very casual to this serious transaction that affect the people from 2021. As the Chair has indicated, you are just saying the transformer is in Zambia. There is no evidence, there is no documentation. Now, Chair, the question is, this post boat is down, broke down, and not an ordinary issue, but the engine. What if it takes another year or two to procure or to repair this engine? which as a council have no control over. The people of Chiluvi are being serviced by the other boats you have mentioned. What would be the agency of the post boat to repair just because of the transformer? What if it takes another year or two? And where is the proof that ZESCO paid 25,000 kwacha to the post boat? Maybe I didn't check that. I read your what? I just read the story that they pay. It is in Zambia. Even the 25,000 kwacha paid by ZESCO, I didn't see it. I just need to be shown where you have the evidence to say, no, on this page, this is the receipt shown to us by ZESCO that they paid 25,000 kwacha for the same. And what is the repair of that engine? If they paid 25,000 kwacha, they can't repair the engine at 25 so that the transformer within 7 hours can reach the people of Chiluvi who have been deprived of this electricity. Chair, I submit.
Dr. Mwanza, then just one question, then the response.
Yes. On the, I didn't get an answer on what motivated the council to make a second payment to ZESCO. When the first payment of 178,000, the Director of Works explained that these are resources from operations. That's why it's not appearing on the acquittal. So they made a payment of 178,000 on 20th of April in 2021. A transformer was not supplied. And then on October 20th of 2022, the council made another payment from now the CDF, which is appearing as an acquittal, of 291. What motivated the council to make a second payment to this non-performing contract? And on the goods received note, you just explained that the transformer is in Zambia. It has not yet reached Chiluvi, not so. So how can it be received before it hasn't reached the destination? The good received note, how can it be received before it reaches the destination? Thank you.
Council Secretary.
Thank you very much, Chair. The serious concern and observations by honorable members of this committee are indeed very valid, and we must admit that even management, we are equally concerned with the operations of ZESCO in the way they have been handled. We were sharing with ZESCO on the breakdown of the post boat, that maybe an alternative can be using Lucherenganga. But the problem with Lucherenganga is fiber. And I think that cannot carry the same transformer. And also we are also looking at our own boat, the Trarad boat, but again we looked at the capacity, which is just too small. However, we've spoken to post-boat management to expedite the repairments of the post-boat, sir.
So after speaking to them, what's the way forward now? Because you are lamenting as well that it has taken long and everybody is concerned.
Chair,
so what is the concrete response they gave you?
Thank you very much, Chair. Post-boat management has promised to expedite the works as in 2 weeks' time, that the boat is back on track. The boat carries a lot of items, especially materials for contractors. Even contractors are also affected. There is no cement, there are no other building materials on the island because of the same boat, sir.
So in 2 weeks' time?
Yes, sir.
When was that? When did you engage them?
That was a week ago, sir, Chair.
So the board could be back next week?
Yes, Chair.
Council Secretary,
Yes, sir.
did you have sight of this transformer? And did you manage to take the pictures so that at least maybe you could do? What gives you the comfort? Did you take sight of it?
Chair, I've put the area manager under pressure. He delivered that transformer within a week because he was saying no procurement procedure. I think he had to secure it from Dollar, and he pushed into Zambia. As I've said, sir, it's just that the post board is down. Otherwise, it should have been brought across.
The two questions are not answered. The question, have you had sight? You passed through Zambia. Have you had sight of the transformer? Second, the question from Dr. Mwanza, Chair. The questions, what motivated you to pay for the second transformer when the first one for 2021 is not even delivered? Then I'd asked, why don't you terminate to give private suppliers who can supply immediately? I submit.
Council Secretary.
Chair, when coming to your ABO committee, Chair, we passed through Chava towards Luwingu, Kasama, then Lusaka. We never passed through Zambia.
So
But
we want you to be answering questions, Council Secretary, precisely. Have you had sight? No. So you don't know whether it's in good condition or what, you just know that they are paid. But there's another question, the appetite or the motivation to pay again, even when the first one is not delivered. What motivated you?
what motivated, Chair, is that ZESCO is a monopolistic industry in this sector. We haven't interacted to know that there are other players in the transformer supply, Chair.
But sir, Council Secretary, if it's your own building materials, you pay somebody to bring your materials, and because he's the only transporter in Chiruvi, you can go ahead and pay even for the next consignment before you receive the first one. Wouldn't you be worried?
Chair, we were promised, as we are paying, I think both transformers are now in. It's just a question of transporting them onto the island.
Yeah. Yes, Honorable Sumumba.
Chair, I think I'll take you to page 3 for another question. Questionable award of bursary. Payment in the amounts totaling 97,000 were made as bursaries in respect of 12 students under the support of the nursing school. Chair, I'm interested on the management response. The council acknowledges the findings.
Page 3.
Yes. Council acknowledges the findings of the Auditor General and wishes to report that records indicating that the 12 students had applied for sponsorship were not available, making the award of the bursaries questionable. The local authority was already supporting students from Chiluvi Nursing School using the 1.6 CDF allocation, and they have even since referred this committee to Appendix 4. Chair, when I take you to Appendix 4, I was just checking. The council had to write just Appendix 4, Chair. Appendix 4. Where is it?
January 18th.
Chair, Appendix 4, the request for bursary application forms for 12 nurses. It was written this year.
Yes.
When they knew that they were coming here. just to come and answer this query, while what is happening on the ground is different. I would want to find out, why did you take so long to request these applications forms, and it had to take you 2022, 2023, 2024 just to request for these application forms? Why did it take so long? CS. Chair, I submit.
Yes, on the same.
I thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I just want to find out, the first question, why is, according to the guidelines for the bursaries and the skills, can you tell this committee whether through CDF you are allowed to sponsor students who are at a nursing school? That is the first question. I've checked actually through the TVET registered training institutions, which is updated quarterly. I've not found any nursing school. So I would want to ask, what motivated you to go against the guidelines from the CDF guidelines? And also the last one. The last one is that, why did you decide to write to the Office of the Member of Parliament? Did the Office of the Member of Parliament did it have any influence on these students? Thank you.
I just maybe on the same, in addition to what Honorable Kamondo has asked, this letter is written to the MP. And if you look at the contents of this letter, is that you have been queried and you want the MP to give you filled in. You see, arising from the above, I write to request your office to avail the filled in application forms for the 12 students, and the criteria which was used to select them. So what was selecting is the MP, and filled in the forms at his office. That's what this letter is saying. So because you have been queried, you are appearing before the committee here, you want the office of the MP to avail you those forms, the filled in forms, and how he selected those 12. That's what this letter says. Please, your comment. Yes.
Chair, just to pick it up from where you ended, when you look at the management response, Chair, in the middle there, he says the local authority was already supporting students from Chulubi Nursing School using the 1.6 million.
Yes.
It comes back to Honorable Kamondo. Is nursing a skills course, or it is a professional course? And what do the guidelines stipulate you as management, council secretary and your team, when you receive nursing, what comes to you? Now you have gone further there to say the constituency office, Chair.
Yes.
We are there.
Yes,
the constituency office was receiving and screening all applications for vulnerability, and the local authority would just be given a list and invoice to make payments.
Yes.
This is where the question is. You being a veteran administrator, knowing the guidelines from government, instead of WDCs bringing applications to the CDF committee through the DPO or social economic planner, the office of the MP for Chirubi is the one who just gives you a list and tells you go and pay, and you go ahead and pay without analyzing whether that particular course is a professional course or under TVET. And further, without the WDCs and CDF committee approving them, then you just pay. Is that the correct thing that you are doing? Where was the internal auditor? Where were members of DPO and others, CDFC committee, to guide you? If you, council secretary, you could not guide the council, you are just paying because it has come from the member of parliament. At least can you pay them just to pay? I thought I should add to your concerns, Chair.
On the same, actually, Honorable Nyambose, when you say the office of the constituency office is receiving and screening, under the guidelines, you know, Council Secretary and your management, that is the WDCs that are supposed to submit signed forms and signed minutes about these students, the selection of these students. So you are still going ahead inviting the list and the invoice so that you pay. And of course, which field is not under skills. So your comment, Council Secretary.
Thank you very much, Chair. I will say this, that Chair,
you are under Cap 12 and you are free to say anything.
Sure, Chair.
Unreservedly. Don't be economical with the truth.
Sure, sir. And this is not the now situation. I think the whole management team was not there. We inherited this issue. At that time, I think that's what was happening. Applicants could take applications to the office of the MP, who unfortunately is no more. And that's what used to happen. But what we are doing now with these guidelines is exactly what the honorable members are saying. WDCs, and you look at the skills training prospects, not the profession. So I think this was happening in the past. But going forward, Chair, we pledge that we are following the guidelines which were launched in 2022, Chair. Thank you, sir.
I just wanted to ask quick ones. We are looking at the year 2022. All of you are not there?
So when
If yes, all of you are not there 2022. The entire year, you went in 2023.
Maybe they can just quickly mention when they went in.
Maybe you mention on your own. Then second, in 2022, which MP you say is late is not there anymore? 2022. He died, eh? Oh.
Chair.
Yes.
Can I be permitted to comment?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Chair. Your concerns are true, but allow me to give a clarification if it's going to help in any way. Just to add to what the CS said, these nurses were being supported under the 1.6 million, not the revised CDF allocation that we're receiving now. And from the time that the CDF guidelines were introduced, we've not paid. And I must make mention that our office has been under immense pressure from nursing students inquiring, and we've used the CDF guidelines to explain, to say that we cannot continue to pay. But this issue happened before the CDF guidelines came out, Chair. So around that time, unfortunately, we didn't have guidelines to follow. It was just an initiative of the CDF committee and council and communities to say, we have nursing students, they need some support, those who are vulnerable, what do we do? And I think if we are not the only one in the province, then there must be just a few who were already supporting students back then. But from 2022, when the CDF guidelines came out, we've not paid any amount to students. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's move to We are winding up, honorable members.
Thank you.
13
Thank you very
hours.
much, Chair.
13 hours.
Chair, I would want to take you to page failure to spend. Page 8.
Page 8.
Chair, number of projects brought forward, 2021-2022, there are 19. Number of approved projects, there were 37. Number of completed, 15. A number work in progress, 4, and number of outstanding projects, 37. Now, I'm concerned, Chair, on the management response. When you look at the action taken, management has implemented the projects and all the funds are committed. See Appendix 9. Let's go to Appendix 9. That speaks what on the ground. Appendix 9, Chair. They are saying management has implemented the projects and all the funds are committed. I can't see any completion certificates. Maybe they have got their own way in which a project, Chair, get completed. We want to find out where are the completion certificates that speaks to this action taken, that you are telling this committee that the projects have been implemented and the projects are all done. Chair, I submit.
Thank you. Just on the same project number 12 and the project number 7, even 13. What's your comment? You should comment on those as well because projects are implemented. But we have 7, 13, and the pardon? Yes. So make comments according to your statement, according to your response, I mean, on the action taken. You can respond.
Thank you, Chair. As you have already seen, honorable members, I think each project is attached with the progress status. You find some projects 45%, some are 94%, others are 100% complete. Others that you have ably observed. Chair, for example,
Maybe Chair, for guidance, maybe CS just speak first for number 12 and number 13. You give us why these projects and number
7.
Number 7. Why is it at 0%? Why is it at 5%? And why is it at 20% for now?
And Chair, what I can say, Chair, I think contractors are on site for project number 13, and there are some works which are going on, Chair. With your permission, maybe if I can ask my director to shed more light.
Director of Works?
Thank you very much,
Just pull
Chair.
the mic towards you.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Pull the mic like this. Pull it to yourself.
Oh.
No, just like this.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Pull it to yourself.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chair. We, on project number 12, this is where Santa Maria Mission Hospital requested the CDF committee to repair the radiographic X-ray machine. But what happened, the quotation that we were given, it was not the correct quotation. It was for subscription. So hence this money has not been used. And 13, we had initially when we started in 2022, this project was not there. Now due to the demand from the community where they had requested the CDF committee to have a lecture theatre and also a skill laboratory for children nursing school, we made some amendments and it was approved, and this contractor he just mobilized on the site, and what he has done is almost finishing with the footing works.
And 7.
$27.
No, 7.
Oh. Thank you, Chair. We had some problems with this contractor, and this contractor has failed the council, so we terminated the project, and this project was recently advertised. The management is in the process of awarding this contract to another contractor. Thank you.
Director of Works, this was 2022. Even 36. This was 2022. That's why you were concerned with this project. 2022, even when you terminated, up to 2024, 2023 passes, then 2024, you are still at 0. And yet you have the money. And you look at the sensitivity of these some projects. There are projects you can't do without. Honorable Nyambose. Oh, it's a different one. This one, yes.
Thank you.
That's 36.
Equally, this project was under Mustach General Dealers, and the contractor failed to perform, and we decided to terminate. And the contractor who is appearing here, he was awarded just recently. Thank you.
So the terminations, where are the terminations? You have the termination letters. Do you have the termination letters for all these contracts that you got terminated?
Sorry, Chair.
Because we need to know when you terminated them, whether it was last month or early last year. We want to know so that we know how we are implementing this. Do you have the termination letters?
No, Chair.
You didn't bring termination letters. When did you engage the new contract? Do you have a letter, the agreement with the new contractor? Honorable Nyambose.
But Director, these are things which are under your jurisdiction. The people you are looking at, you are the technical person. Simple question.
The simple question.
You are the Director of Works. You terminated, you contracted another one. Where are the minutes? Where are the termination letters, the minutes to contract? What processes? You will give this committee. Now if you are failing, then the whole nation will start wondering that these resources are not in better hands. This is government institution. You don't run it like your own cantember. Chair, my questions I can ask new ones. Chair, I will start with I will double because of time.
Yeah.
Page 2.
We are definitely out of time.
Chair, page 2, the first one I have is on unauthorized projects. On page 2, under youth, women, and community empowerment. Chair, amounts totaling 562,692. were endorsed by the Constitutional Development Committee. However, Chair, the Chirui Town Council acknowledges the findings of the Auditor General's Office. 19 organized groups had used funds on projects not approved by CDF committee, totaling to 562,000, as mentioned, Chair. Now, if you look at, Chair, the council's action, council secretary wrote to these clubs or groups, 19 of them, on 1st August 2023, as per appendix. 1st August 2023. I've not seen the council secretary. I want you to furnish this committee. From August 2023 to date, there is no response from any of them to your letter. And if that is the case, what is the duty of the DPO, Director of Works and Socio-Economic Planner, to follow up that response? The other one, Chair, is on page 4, Chair. Administrative costs, irregular cash withdrawals to the tune of 388,451, contrary to the circular, impressed to facilitate payments of daily subsistence, fuel allowances, and were paid to 40 officers instead of paying direct into the beneficiaries. My interest, Chair, is on the action taken down there. First, I want to state that the reasons for paying these 40 officers was that they said beneficiaries' accounts due to non-availability of an effective banking service, which I understand. The Chair, the interest is on the last statement or sentence on the action taken report. The council secretary goes to say that additionally, management ensured that all funds were acquitted for as per appendix 6. And I want to refer this committee to appendix 6, Chair. Chair, the appendix 6 referred to is a letter written by a Mr. Felix Sikawe, Deputy Council Secretary, to the Council Treasurer and all employees, written on 6th November 2023. Irregular cash withdrawals for payment of subsistence allowance, fuel refunds, and any other allowances. He was guiding them after external auditors. So, the acquittals that the council secretary has referred to are the ones I'm interested to see. How did you acquit for this money that you paid, contrary to the regulations which says money should be paid direct into officers' accounts? How did the officers acquit the funds transferred direct to their bank accounts? I submit, Chair.
Council Secretary.
Thank you, Chair. For the first question on the unauthorized projects, I will ask your permission, Honorable Chair, for my DPO to comment. And for the second one, I think I have my Treasurer, Madam Banda, to react to the same. Thank you, Chair.
DPO.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I must admit that from August 2023, we didn't put anything in writing. We were making verbal communications via calls. That one I'll admit that we should have been writing. But, Chair, we've been following up with them severally or on different occasions. The challenge that has been there, Chair, is that from time to time when we undertake inspection or try to follow up, we found that they've already engaged themselves in different activities. We noticed that this has brought about some reluctance for them to actually respond and give us what we requested for. As I speak, Chair, I may apologize again.
No, switch off.
We
the
forgot
Council
to
Secretary, switch off.
bring proof for two, because so far they've only submitted 2 proposals, which I should have brought before this committee. The others have not submitted anything, Chair. Unfortunately, at the moment, the CDF guidelines do not provide a course of action to take where these beneficiaries have changed. What to do has been a problem for us, so we've just been engaging them over and over again, hoping that they'll, at least this has been a way of helping them, Chair, but it's been a little bit of a challenge. Thank you, Chair.
Treasurer.
Thank you, Chair. The irregular cash withdrawals, we made the beneficiaries sign acquittal forms. The acquittal forms are here with us. They are with the internal auditor where he's seated.
Yes.
Yes, that's how they were acquitted. Upon giving them funds, they will sign for the amount they have received.
This is Senga. This is Senga. Or Chiruvi. Chiruvi Town Council, we want to put it on record that your report does not meet the minimum acceptable standard before this committee. Your responses are uncoordinated, and to some extent have no, you don't provide answers at all, like what the Director of Works has done. The process in which the contract can be terminated, there are processes. You take it back even to the CDF committee, the management, you write to that particular person. And all those things, even before terminating, there are warning letters that other councils, other directors would be producing. But you have a director that would not produce that. The new contract, there is nothing. That person, the new contractor is just working. There are no contract agreement whatsoever. They haven't signed anything. That to us appears to one is that your officers are being very careless, or there is negligence of duty, because you don't mind what happens tomorrow. You don't mind how the monies, the public funds are supposed to be used. We know Chiruvi is an island or something like that, but development is cardinal in that area, and this is the reason as to why you are struggling even to get the transformer to that island. We want to hear a very, very positive response or report from you, Council Secretary, as you come back to appear before this committee. We want that transformer to be on Chiruvi Island. Otherwise, we want to urge you to work very hard and be in control of your station, Council Secretary. Be in control. Get reports from all the departments, and we want all the departments to be functional and be able to deliver service to the people of our communities in Chiruvi. At this point, we want to withdraw the immunity that was conferred on you, and wish you well as you travel back to Chiruvi. Thank you very much. You are free to leave.
Thank you very much, Chair.